Welcome back to another video where we'll be provisioning storage resources as it loads here. Now, just going to pretty much just do a few exercises. They're going to be built around provisioning, like I mentioned, storage resources, cloud resources, but I'm going to provision storage resources first. And secondly, I'm going to integrate template solutions and containers in the cloud solution as well. Now, with any given environment, retaining enough storage, so I sign in here, to manage an organization's data needs, they take delicate planning normally, right? Leveraging, in this case, Azure's cloud storage platform provides system administrators usually more flexibility in adjusting like fluctuating data requirements, right, presented by their organization, especially depending on the enterprise and uh, the type of organization that it is. I mean, as far as financial industry, healthcare, things in that nature, government, right, and different requirements for different businesses. Now, additionally, Azure Storage offers like various options for data redundancy and availability without the additional strain of planning out physical hardware requirements like an on-premise environment. Now, what I'm going to do is just provision, as I mentioned, a storage account and create a blob storage. Excuse me. Now, to first do this, I'm going to actually use Microsoft Azure and its Microsoft solution to a cloud storage solution. And it's highly available, massively scalable, durable, secure using Azure storage can actually be utilized using various forms of data objects. So let's actually go ahead and get started. Right, and let's see. Trying to see if it's already up there, but I'll just search for it. All right, let's do a storage account. And then we're going to create one, of course. Perfect. We got our resource group. It's perfect. And then a storage account name is going to be cloud plus storage 00. Perfect. And the names have to be a certain amount of characters with some stuff on the end as far as like numbers or something, which so I put the 00 here. Just to showcase that. We're going to be in the UK because of the nature of the lab environment that I have. Performance, we want it to be standard. Redundancy, we actually want it locally redundant. And then we want to go next. Everything else is fine. All right, and we want REST API is fine. We want it one other thing here too. We want it public access. Okay. Okay. Looks mostly okay. Got to do a little bit more reading. I'm going to keep the default for pretty much everything, but I wanted to make sure that the blob access is here. CLS, that's fine. Just want to like make sure everything is good. If things aren't good, it'll show me at the end. So I'll just when I try to review and create, it'll tell me. So I'll just go next. All right, and let's take a look at our network connectivity. Let's see, public access, all networks, that's good. All right, and network routing, let's see. Microsoft is good. And so let's take a look at our data protection. We want that one also. And then let's click review, take a look at everything. All right, so let's create. All right, wait for the deployment. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Actually, get this guy out of here. wait for deployment. All right, so now that the deployment is complete, let's go to the resource. Now what I'm going to do is create a blob container. Now that I created the storage account, now I'm just going to explore further into provisioning for that blob container. Now this is Microsoft Object storage solution and optimized for storing massive amounts of data. Now objects in the blob storage with the right permissions configurations, right, can be accessed anywhere using HTTP or HTTPS. And additionally, system administrators also can even use Azure Storage Explorer to connect to the storage resource and manage it like it was on a local machine. So let's take a look here. Got it. Yeah, let's actually go back here. All right. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look here first. You know what? Let's see. Take a look at our containers. Okay. Oh, how did it? Oh, you know what? Let's create one here. Let me see. That's not supposed to do. Right. All right. Perfect. And then we want it private, which is good. If ever thought was fine. So we created the container. Right. So let's open this up. All right. Perfect. And do we have to refresh? The container was created. Okay, so we're inside. All right. So then let's upload. All right. So let's see. The upload. This should ask me for. Okay. No, it should ask me for something else here. All right. So what I'm going to do is actually create a new folder, a new file, and then upload it. So let's do that here. We're going to do a text document just to make it simple. Okay. Looks like my latency is getting crazy here. Okay. There we go. Select that one. Open it. They're going to upload. Perfect. Now I'm just going to close this out using the text. All right, perfect. So now that it's uploaded, it should give us some metadata. Okay, I'm not sure what I need to do, but the metadata should be visible. So we can see file information like modified date, things of that nature. Let me actually X this out. All right, there we go. Perfect. So we can see the modified date, February 10th. That was not the correct time. Block blob, things of that nature. Actually, let me click on the file. Let's take a look inside. So now we can see the full metadata details for this file for everything. And obviously, it's not much to be shown because I literally just created it a matter of seconds ago. But you also have a change tier option that should be available as well from this page, which can be helpful. For example, it's like to amend files that should be moved into an archive. So now what I'm going to do, now that I've provisioned some storage resources, now I'm going to take a look at showcasing integrating template solutions and containers into a cloud solution. So let's go ahead and get started there. All right, so for integrating these solutions, right, containers, Azure allows for a very modular approach to creating and configuring your environment. And like various resources can be created on Azure Cloud on individual instances, right? So the utilization, Max, let me close this. I'll start over here. Utilization of native templates, right? Whether it's for the OS image or individual solutions allows for a quick and consistent deployment. So this approach allows for like individual instances independent of fully constructed virtual machines, right? Implementing only the resources needed for any given solution. Now, traditionally, virtual machines would be deployed with all resources needed for a given function as well as resources that might not be used at any given point in time. So what I'm going to do first is provision an app service, and which is a platform as a service or a PaaS, right, offering Azure with a diverse range of supported programming languages and the ability to at least quickly build, say it's the most efficient as far as programming languages, but to quickly build, deploy, and scale web applications, and it just allows developers to build in uh, mobile and web apps in a containerized environment. So nonetheless, let me stop talking. Let's actually take a look here. Story, right? Storage accounts again. We're going to actually create a new one, right? Let's do that here. Right, and you guys know the drill from what I just did. Take a look at the various settings, redundancy, we want that local, and then take a look at the next here. All right, and actually, this is good. This is good. We want to make sure all of these are good. Now let's take a look at our crafting. Okay, this is good. This is what we want. This is good. Actually, that's a second thought. So let's review. Okay, what's wrong with our data protection here? 104. We don't want this. But on this, what's wrong with this? Come on, let me create. All right, so let's see. Actually, let me do these for the storage thing. There it is. Okay, perfect. And this should be shouldn't take long at all for the deployment to complete. All right, so now that's complete. Go ahead and go here. All right, and let's take a look at our containers for our data storage. And of course, just like before, we're going to add a container. Let me actually put this on over here. All right, and we're going to do that. Okay, I thought I was typing. All right, there we go. Private, just like we like. Perfect. It is created. All right. And let's take a look at our files here. Of course, we're going to add a new one here. I want that to be Cloud Plus. I cannot spell, of course. Right, and we want that to be hot out the press. Okay, again with a letter or a number. Okay, what are we doing here? What's wrong? Next. So what's going on here? Okay, 4, 6. All right, perfect. So let's review and create. Okay, validation, of course, the path, right? Deployment in progress. Okay. All right, perfect. Bucket failed. Do what's going on here. Okay, fix that. All right, so that's not a part of the deployment that we just done. Looks like it's not part of the description that I have, but nonetheless, we still move forward. So let's actually go to virtual network. The show still goes on. All right, and let's see. Take a look here. The network. Create our own. Everything else looks good. Actually, let's put in the name virtual network or practice lab. All right, UK South, we're good. And let's review and create. Let's actually validate, of course. Good there, so let's go ahead and deploy. It takes just a few moments to complete. Okay. All right. So the deployment is good to go. So let's actually to the home page. All right. And let's take a look at services. Look at our app service here. And of course, it's going to create a web app. All right. Let's make our resources here. We're going to do cloud plus app. All right. Code is good for publishing our runtime stack. Let's see. We want that next. Good. Let's see. No, we want UK South. All right. Now we want to review and create. Validate first, of course, and now we can officially create the deploy. All right. Again, deployment in progress. Just populate here. Perfect. Shouldn't take too long. All right. So the deployment is complete. So let's head to our resource. Actually, let's take a look at our deployment slot. And we're going to add another slot for us to blue. Right. And we're going to add, actually, actually cancel. Right. Make it okay. Actually, go here. Okay. Go back to our spot because there's something I need to add here. Actually, you know what? I'm just doing it a bit quicker for me. There we go. That's done. take just a moment. All right, so successfully created. So let's go ahead and close it. And let's take a look at our configuration. Uh, take a look at our path mappings here. Take a look at our storage. I'm going to create another one. We want plus yeah, so basic storage account. So of course, cloud container. We want cloud plus our path. We want we could leave that unchecked. All right, that looks good. All right, perfect. So there it is. Continue. Perfect. Then let's take a look at our networking here. Let's take a look at our outbound traffic. Okay. Is it going to continue? So let's add. There we go. Platform. We want default. We want yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So now we have the virtual network and the subnet are going to be associated with the app service. Now what I'm going to do is configure an auto scale app service because a useful feature that's typically available in the Azure App Services, right, is the ability to scale out the required resources to handle fluctuation in the environment needs. And implementation of this feature, right, it doesn't require a change to the code app in the app service. And it would be actually hosting or even to redeploy the application itself. Now, what I'm going to do is, while I'm doing this, we're going to cover the utilization scaling out, which increases the number of virtual machine instances that run the hosted application. So let's actually get started here. Not here, but yeah, yeah, let's take a look at our settings and scale out. I'm gonna adjust this to 2. There we go. We're gonna save. As you can see, it's biggest thing. Perfect. So we successfully configured the auto scale app service, right, which provides multiple features that help applications perform their best when scaling demand changes, as you can see. And now that we've successfully done that, completed everything that's notified all set of our notifications. Now, overall, that's the end of the video. Overall, just for a brief recap, we provision cloud resources. Again, overall, we provision storage resources initially. Then we integrated templates and containers into a cloud solution, including the app service provided by Azure. This was most certainly a lot of fun. I can't wait to even have more fun on the next go round with the next video, where we actually go over provisioning public cloud storage solution. So that should be awesome. Can't wait to see you there. Hope to see you there. In the meantime, stay curious, stay